Inquiries and investigation oral presentation. Here is where your presentation begins. Good morning, everyone. So let me introduce myself as I present our inquiries and investigation given study. Hi, I'm Denise Feliciano, a grade 12 accountancy business management student from grade 12 St. Thomas of St. Paul College of Bukawe. I am an aspiring CPA lawyer or certified public accountant lawyer that will help a lot of people. So let's start with our presentation. So on this presentation, contents of this presentation, here's what you'll find in this oral presentation PowerPoint. The title of the study and its rationale, the main problem with the specific questions, the hypothesis of the study, frequency and percentage distribution table that includes average weighted mean and weighted mean table. Summary of the findings and the conclusions made in the study. So the title of our study is The Effects of Academic Stress on the Academic Performance. And its rationale is the study aimed to determine the effects of academic stress on the academic performance of grade 9s and 10 students of St. Paul College of Bukawe. So for the main problem of the study is, what is the effect of academic stress on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 student of SPCB? With that, it includes specifically questions. The researchers sought answers on the following questions. What is the profile of the respondent students in terms of academic stress and academic performance? Which academic stress is experienced the most and the least? How are the grade 9 and grade 10 students compared in terms of academic stress? Is there a significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under eustress and distress? Is there a significant difference on the academic performance in terms of academic stress? In answering the main problem and the specific questions, I used various statistical treatment to come up with the results to be tackled in the summary of the findings. So we also have the hypothesis of the study. For the first set of the hypothesis of the study, the null hypothesis is that there is no significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and 10 students under eustress. And the alternative study is there is significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under eustress. For our second set of hypotheses, there is no significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under distress. And for the alternative hypothesis, there is a significant difference in academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under distress. And for our third batch of hypothesis, there is no significant difference in academic performance in terms of academic stress. That is the null hypothesis. Next is, for the alternative hypothesis, there is a significant difference in the academic performance in terms of academic stress. So in this presentation, the tables are also included. It includes the frequency and percentage distribution table, as well as the average weighted mean and the weighted mean table. Here is the table number 1, frequency and percentage distribution of respondents in terms of academic stress. Table number 2, frequency and percentage distribution of the academic performance of grade 9 respondents in terms of academic stress. Table number 3, weighted mean of the academic performance of grade 9 respondents with eustress. Table number 4, weighted mean of the academic performance of grade 9 respondents with distress. Table number 5, frequency and percentage distribution of academic performance, grade 10 respondents in terms of academic stress. Table number 6, weighted mean of the academic performance of grade 10 respondents with eustress. Table number 7, weighted mean of the academic performance of grade 10 respondents with distress. Table number 8, average weighted mean of academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students in terms of academic stress. All in all, we all have 8 tables. So we are now here in our summary of the findings. So in the summary of the findings, main problem and specific questions have been answered using the statistical treatment that I've said earlier. So for our first specific question, what is the profile of the respondent student in terms of academic stress and academic performance? So for this question, I used a statistical treatment that is in descriptive and percentage. So the answer is the profile of the respondent students in terms of academic stress is as follows. Among the 80 grade 9 respondents, 59% of students have eustress and only 41% of students have distress. In contrast with that, 76% students of the 82 grade to 10 respondents have eustress and just 24% students have distress. So also under in number 1 specific question, what is the profile of respondent students in terms of academic stress and academic performance? So the profile of the respondent students in terms of academic performance is as follows. Out of the 47 grade 9 students under eustress, 36% or 17 students have a very satisfactory academic performance, followed by 34% who have a satisfactory academic performance, followed by 17% students who have a fairly academic performance, and finally 13% of students who have a not fairly academic performance. Furthermore, none of these grade 9 eustress respondents met the expectations. Under distress, 45% or 15 of the next 33 grade 9 respondents have a satisfactory academic performance. The academic performance of 36% of students is very satisfactory. There are 9% of students who have outstanding academic performance and 9% of students who have fair academic performance. After this, none of them met the expectations. For grade 10 respondents, 47% of the 62 grade 10 students have a very satisfactory academic performance under eustress. Students with satisfactory academic performance account by 34% of the total. Outstanding academic performance is demonstrated by 14% of the students. Following that is 5% of students who have a fair academic performance and none of whom did not meet the expectation. Under distress, 55% of the next 20 grade 10 respondents have a very satisfactory academic performance. Following that, 40% of students have satisfactory academic performance. 5% of students perform outstanding academic performance. Finally, none of them had a fair satisfactory record and none of them have performed below expectations. So let's proceed to the second question. How are the grade 9 and grade 10 students compared in terms of academic stress? In 80 grade 9 respondents, 59% of students experience eustress and 41% of them have experienced distress. In contrast, in the 82 grade 10 respondents, 76% of students experience eustress and 24% of them have experienced distress. Is there a significant difference on academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 students under eustress and distress? So as you can see here, it is the table of the calculated T-stats and critical value under eustress. So in the computed T-statistics result that has 0.1929 and a critical value result of 12.7062, T-statistics has a lesser value than critical value. Based on these results, there is no significant difference on academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 under eustress. Next, for the distress, in the computed T-statistics result that has negative 0.2766 and the critical value result of 12.7062, T-statistics has a lesser value than critical value. Based on these results, there is no significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 under distress. So let's proceed. Is there significant difference on the academic performance in terms of academic stress? In the computed T-statistic result that has 1.27 and a critical value result of 12.71, T-statistics has lesser value than critical value. Based on these results, there is no significant difference on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10 in terms of academic stress. That is our main problem. What is the effect of academic stress on the academic performance of grade 9 and grade 10? Next. So for our main problem, in the computed T-statistics result that has negative 4.333 and a critical value that results 12.7062, T-statistics has a lesser value than the critical value. So based on these results, the academic stress that has no significant effect on the academic performance of grades 9 and grades 10 student of St. Paul College of Bukawe. So for our conclusion, in the conclusion, main problem and specific questions have been answered based on the summary of the findings. So conclusion number 1, respondents are mostly consisting of grade 10 students. For conclusion number 2, most of the respondents of both grade level answered eustress as their most experienced academic stress. Conclusion number 3, very satisfactory is the most academic performance of most respondents. Conclusion number 4, there is no significant difference on the academic performance of grades 9 and 10 under eustress. With this, accept the null hypothesis. Conclusion number 5, there is no significant difference in academic performance of grade 9 and 10 under distress. With this, accept again the null hypothesis. Conclusion number 6, there is no significant difference in the academic performance of grades 9 and 10 in terms of academic stress. With this, accept the null hypothesis. With this, I am done presenting to you our inquiries and investigation given study. Thank you and God bless.